It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up is the lockdown man himself, Jair Alexander, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Packers and the Vikings on Monday night.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Singletary again. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. You look at this Packers defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Now 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg. McAllister. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. McAllister. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game and execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Packers defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Riley Dixon down to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out of that first drive. How to do better here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd down, and they go back to Haskins. And a 42-yard line here, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Packers sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run it again with Haskins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. A give to Haskins up the middle. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Haskins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. McAllister. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run here with Haskins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. McAllister. Check down, complete to Haskins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And a throw there going to be incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. And they'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
This is fielded at the 27. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins with a run to begin the drive.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4. In motion comes the tight end left. 2nd down, and they go back to Haskins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. And the tight end goes in motion left. Haskins trying to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19, Tiger. Go.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. Dodges him at the 50. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This 2nd and 4.
60 Eagles. 60 Bobcat. Track it, 60. Check.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Right side to Watson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Here we go.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, McAllister. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Haskins. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Reed. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Haskins on a give left side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. McAllister. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Anders Carlson for the Packers field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Hey, Bravo switch.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from capturing the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? That he's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number. You expect him to run into him. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McAllister. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McAllister. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Ooh, the juke. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
This drive starts with a Haskins carry.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw on second down, McAllister. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now third and 14.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To throw from his end zone, McAllister. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the...
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Straight ahead with Warren.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
To throw on third down. McAllister. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to throw again.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McAllister.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. Big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown, Packers.
Luke Musgrave.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And out now come the Vikings. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever been. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Then he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson.
He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. Off the play fake. McAllister.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And they work this right upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
On the give, it's Warren.
They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Running for it, Haskins.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
46-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
Touchdown! Packers!
Christian Watson.
38 yards.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And the lead is down to 4. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, his second sack of the night.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw.
Addison hauls it in.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
2nd down and 6 now.
Off-play action. McAllister, he finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, McAllister. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. McAllister, he finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Off the play fake, McAllister. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing on first down. McAllister. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now to the left here to Reed. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off-play action. McAllister.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down at 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Off the play fake. McAllister. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McAllister. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. D.J. Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now 2nd and 3. A give up the middle to Singletary. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Working. And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
We have some.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
The throw to the middle, taken in. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A timeout here for an injured player. Definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Devin Singletary, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game.
31, Packers 27.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Called on a very strong gain of 24. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
On 1st and 10, McAllister, he finds his man, complete. That's Reed. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Throw left side is complete to Reed.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here. This is caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Addison will go in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that's going to tie the ball game at 34.
So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards on the ground. And I don't want to harp on him, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. On first down, McAllister eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
And he rifles one incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, here's Haskins.
And they've got it inside the 10 and the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Back to throw. McAllister. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
After watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With a 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way that you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McAllister.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary.
And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. They'll look to throw now on first down.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tackle by Avonte Maddox. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
To throw on second down. McAllister, throw left side, complete. That's Warren. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. Too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
He'll drop to throw.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On the give, this is Singletary. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They'll look to throw here.
To Addison yet again. What a great game he's having.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. It's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Singletary is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, time to know who are tuning in looking for. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback with his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McAllister. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
And now they'll shift things around. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed.
And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. McAllister.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Haskins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
152 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Second and short now following the fumble. A handoff for Warren. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
They'll run it right side with Haskins. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
First down, they'll stick with Haskins.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Running left, it's Warren.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, McAllister.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So here now is Anders Carlson in a really big spot.
This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other
the sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 10. A minute 54 on the clock. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quinn Walker, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Warren will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Second and 4.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Out of the gun now on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Williams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Vikings 48.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Off the play fake. McAllister.
They'll complete this one to Watson.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, McAllister. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a